Before we get into this video, I wanted to say that the shop update I'm working on in this video is now live. I will link my shop in the description. There's lots of new products as well as loads of lovely old products as well, prints, stickers, washi tape, and any support over there on Etsy is like huge and will be greatly appreciated, even if it's something as simple as just favouriting my shop or liking an item. Like, every little helps. So right, I'll let you get on with the video and you can see how I pulled the shop update together in 5 days. Hello, welcome back to another video. I am doing a shop update this weekend and I've only realised I'm doing it this weekend a few hours ago. I thought I might do it maybe next weekend because I was waiting for stickers to arrive. Turns out they've been dispatched and they're going to be delivered in 2 days time, which means my shop update can happen this weekend, although there's a lot to do and I'm getting a little bit stressed about it, but I really want to get it done this weekend because then that gives me a good amount of time to like pack orders, because at the start of next month I'm going to go on holiday, so I want to kind of get all of this stuff done this weekend and then I have a few weeks to kind of work on bits and bobs before the holiday. So there's lots and lots and lots to do. Before I get into that, I will show you the work I did yesterday and the day before. I was making a new collage and I filmed a bunch of that footage, so I'll pop that up now and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So I made this I made this collage with the intention of turning it into a print for the shop update. I knew I wanted to have some kind of boat, beachy kind of thing going on because they're my most popular prints on my shop. Like, my most popular print is kind of like a harbour print, so I was thinking if I do like another boaty beachy one, then people who already have the harbour print might want to get the boat one as like a matching set. So I thought it'd be silly to not do another boat related print. So that's what this is. I'm going to hand you over to a voiceover, even though this technically right now is a voiceover, but I'll hand you over to another voiceover to explain a little bit more. Alright, so this is another voiceover filmed a week later. Well, not a week later, 5 days later. I've just finished editing this video actually. The boat collage, I filmed a lot of this footage but ended up cutting quite a bit out just because this video was getting too long. But I think I'm going to make an extended version with all the footage at some point from my Patreon. So if you're a Patreon, be on the lookout for that. Anyway, to quickly summarise, I made a boat. I'm not going to go into lots of detail with this one. If you want a really in detail video about how I collage, I've got plenty of that on my channel, but this video is more about the shop update stuff. So I knew I wanted a big kind of showstopper piece for this update, although I think I have quite a lot of really nice pieces in this update, but I knew I wanted one beach themed one just because I have a lot of beach themed stuff in my shop already and it sells really well, and I thought it might as well add to that collection, because then if people are buying a print, if there are multiple prints which kind of match, there's more of an incentive to buy multiple products, or people who already have beach themed prints from me might want to get another one to add to their collection. One thing I don't feel like I do enough is collections. I watch a lot of studio vlogs and videos about people running their little shops, their little small businesses, and they're always doing collections. So they'll have 10 different products all themed around the same thing. They'll use the same piece of art for different products. And I guess the reason I can't really do that is because I don't really have that many different types of products. I have prints, stickers and tape. And for a while I had pins, but they didn't really sell that well. I mean, they're sold out now, but they didn't sell out very quickly, so it's kind of made me scared to do pins again. But I would like to start branching out into different products. But I mean, I guess I could still do collections. I could just do prints all themed around a certain thing. And I suppose I do kind of have collections because I have loads of beach themed things, and I kind of have a boat here, and then there's a boat washi tape. And I guess everything kind of matches as well. So maybe I should give myself more credit. Oh, and I have a whole mouse section as well. I have 3 mouse prints now and 5 mouse stickers. So I guess there are collections, but I reckon I could probably market myself a lot better and plan collections out in advance rather than just adding to them gradually over many different updates. Anyway, I got a bit sidetracked there. I knew I wanted to make an A4 print, so I ended up collaging this piece A3 and then making it obviously smaller for the print. I would love to start doing A3 prints, but I really don't know how to post it, because then you have to start putting things in tubes, but then don't they get like really bent? I would love to do A3 prints because I can print A3, but it's just packaging it. I can do A3 prints at art fairs, I suppose. I would like to start doing that, but that's a different topic for a different day. I'll hand you over to Past Me for a bit to chat about my plans. Right, so now that print is done, you can see it behind me. I need to. So first task on the let me just talk through everything that I need to do in these next few days. So the shop update I'm going to do on Sunday. It's currently Tuesday. That's 5 days, and I'm already halfway through Tuesday. I need to speed things up. I've made myself a nice to-do list. I've planned out what I'm going to do on every day. Hopefully I can stick to this schedule. Ooh, I'm going to read it out to you. Shop prep wise, I need to edit that boat collage and get that ready, like print ready. And then I want to go into all my other print files, like all the bits of art that I want to turn it into prints. I want to go in, tidy them up a little bit. Basically, like the main thing I need to do is add my little like signature at the bottom of all of them. And then I want to print one of each print, so I can just physically see, laid out in front of me, all the new designs in the shop. So you can see what the prints actually look like. And then I need to do product photography, which is just, I find it very stressful. Then I need to do all the product listings. I need to order more packaging supplies just to make sure I've got enough. Make thank you notes and make corners. I'll show you what a corner is in a second for those who don't know. And then I need to do promotional things. So alongside all of that, I also need to make product promo photos. So some kind of promotional picture that goes on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon. Then I need to film this video, which I'm doing now. So I'm going to film throughout this week leading up to the shop update, and then the video will probably end with me launching the shop update and get that uploaded at the same time as the shop update. Oh, I'm also selling originals because there's not enough work to do here. I've been like hoarding a bunch of original pieces for ages with the intention of selling them all at the same time. Fingers crossed if anyone wants to buy them. So I need to go through my piles of original collages, figure out what I want to sell, what I can part with. To promote that, I'm going to promote it on Patreon first, so my Patreon members kind of get first dibs on anything they want, if anyone wants anything, and then I'm going to promote it over on Instagram. But I want to do it at the same time on Instagram as the shop update, in case there are people who have bought an original and also want to buy things from the shop update. I can put them all in the same like letter and save on postage. Is that everything? That's a lot. Here's a tiny bit of editing footage. How I turn a physical piece of art into a print. How I do it is I take pictures of it, like multiple pictures, join those pictures together using the auto merge tool on Photoshop, then I do a bunch of tweaking to make it look like a print, to make it be print ready. If you want a more in detail video about how I take a piece of art and turn it into a print from start to finish, I've made that. It exists on my channel, and if I can remember I will link it in the description because it might be something you guys are interested in. But there you go, that's how I do a little bit of editing. And here's the finished edited file, which is ready to be printed. These are all the prints and all the new products in my shop, actually, apart from the stickers, which I'm still waiting to arrive. These aren't new. I just put them there. Spent ages last night faffing about with print settings. Most prints have the same print setting. I just use this for like 90% of all my prints. Basically these numbers are just different things on the printing software, how magenta something is, how yellow something is, like, you know, the little sliders. But there are certain prints which need a little bit of special treatment and have to have their own special print settings just to get them to look exactly how I want them to look. Like these two, this one I have to make much bluer on the print settings, and this one I had to make much brighter on the print settings, otherwise this background is just way too dark. Anyway, well, I've not showed you these. I've got new tape. This is the tape rolled out. I really like it. I think the boat one turned out so cute. The autumn one, I don't know how well this one will sell because obviously it's nowhere near autumn, but eventually autumn will roll around. I'll give you a nice little close-up. I'm worried like also the boat one's a little bit niche, so I don't know how popular it will be, but I did a bunch of polls and the boat one was always people's favourite, so I ordered 100 each of them, so they'll probably last me a while. So for the rest of today I'm going to do some product photography. I've made myself a list. This is everything I need to take pictures of, because I'm going to take the pictures and edit them all. Also 4 new sticker designs which hopefully should be coming on Friday. Okay, alright, no more putting it off, I've got to do it. The listings are finished. It took me a few hours to get through all of these, and well, it took me a lot longer doing all the product photos. I'll show you actually. Let me show you. This is all the product photos that I did. There's a quick little scroll through. So all of them have kind of this with like the nice, this is kind of like just a paper texture that I've put behind, and then you get the ones with it in front of the flowers. This is all just edited on top, so you'll see that picture getting used a lot. And the reason I've decided to go for like a white background behind everything as the main picture is, well actually, let me get through these and then I'll show you. So there's lots here. Oh, this is, I will show you what could possibly be the best picture I've ever taken in my life. Hold on, there we go. Look at that. I couldn't be more pleased with these washi tape pictures, especially this one with the blue. This fabric here is just a skirt. It's that skirt there actually. I just put it on that chair when I'm filming sometimes to make it look more interesting. And look at that, that couldn't be more perfect with the orange one. Just some cute little check fabric. Let me take you to my Etsy page. I should have done it before and after because this isn't really, you don't really get the idea if you've not seen what it looked like before. But basically, all my product pictures, I would just take them in front of flowers because I didn't really know what else to do. And I thought flowers are pretty, take a picture in front of the flowers. So a lot of them, as you can see, it's just in front of flowers, and it was the same for all my prints as well. Kind of like this, so it was me holding up the, well, you get the idea. Print in front of flowers. Anyway, but when all the boxes are like flowers, it just gets a little bit too much. And then I realised that I didn't think it looked very professional, and you were distracted with the flowers, and really I wanted to just see the print. And then these are all the ones, the new listings which will be going up. Just look at that picture. Honestly, have you ever seen a better product photo in your life? I mean, you probably have. It's not that amazing, but for me, beyond pleased. Anyway, let me turn 90 degrees this way and show you this pile of paper. I've gone through my drawer and decided which original pieces I'm going to sell. Some of them I can't quite part with just yet, like there's this lovely, that's my Patreon print this month. I can't get rid of that, I love it too much. And the one I was doing at the start of this video, I can't quite get rid of that just yet. And there's a few, there's one in a frame in my room, which I really, really love. Can't get rid of that either. But so I've got a big pile of originals. Most of them are just ready to go, like this one, like that's perfectly fine, ready to go. But there are some which need a little bit of work before I feel like they're good enough to sell. This one obviously is just like, these are all just blue tacked on. It's because I had this in a frame, so I just blue tacked everything on. So I need to actually like properly stick this down, and like little bits like that, just stick everything down as well as I can. Also gonna go through this book, and there's some lovely little collages in this book. There are some really nice collages in here, and I think it's a shame for them to just, because I could barely ever look in this, and I reckon with a bit of patience I could probably peel this up. Oh, that collage there is really cute. I could easily peel this one up because, oh, actually she says whilst ripping it. I might have to, see that one I can't cut out, like I could just cut around this, but I don't really want to ruin that. But say something like this duck, which is one of like, I have a sticker of this and I have a print of this which people really seem to like. The opposite side of the page is like rubbish, like pretty hideous, so I reckon I'll be all right to just like cut this one out. And I know like it's a bit of a shame to kind of ruin some of the pages in this sketchbook, but if I can make money from it and someone can enjoy the collage and have it in a frame rather than it being in a sketchbook, which I never look at, I don't know, I think the positives outweigh the negatives of a sketchbook just having a few pages missing. Alright, so here's just a bit of footage of me tidying up these originals that I've been making over the past year and a half, although this one I'm working on now is quite an old one actually, but I love it. Gonna be sad to say goodbye to this one because I've had it in a frame in my room for ages and ages and ages, but I just have new art now which I'd like to frame, so I don't feel as sad to get rid of it now. So just like going around, and I try to glue everything down as well as I can when I'm actually making the collage, but there's always little corners which have missed the glue stick, so just going around and making sure everything's glued down before they get sent off to their new homes, just to make sure everything's as secure as possible. Although I do recommend, like, once you do get them, like putting them in a frame just to make sure they're safe, because there's lots of little bits of paper on there, and I've tried my best to glue everything down, but you never know. Ripping those pieces out of that sketchbook was really hard because they were glued in good. So I had to go really slowly to rip them out, and then the duck I ended up just cutting out because it was much easier. But I think they turned out really cute being on those separate sheets of paper, and it's nice that like someone else will like get a bit of joy out of them as opposed to them just being like shoved in a sketchbook that I never look at. I mean, it's a shame that the sketchbook's been ripped up, but like, does it really matter? No. Plus I've done a sketchbook tour video of that over on Patreon, so if I really want to reminisce about what it once looked like, I can just look at that video. Anyway, here I am doing a little bit of organising, popping my washi tapes away. I have this basket, although it's getting a little bit full. I might have to upgrade to a bigger basket. And here's how I keep my prints organised. I made a bunch more tabs, like I redid all my tabs to organise it a bit better and make it easy to find what's what. Packaging supplies and those corners, I made a bunch of corners and my mum made them as well. They just help to protect the prints when they get packaged. And here's my, like, I do like a little freebie sticker and a business card which goes in with every order, and also thank you notes. I've just remembered now, I was going to film myself making a bunch of thank you notes and completely forgot. That's the next thing I need to do. I need to make loads and loads of thank you notes. This thing is really handy for organising packaging stuff. If anyone watching this happens to have a shop, it's just from IKEA. It was super cheap and it's really good for organising stickers. These little rectangle plastic cases are just what my business cards come in, so I like to reuse them for my stickers. And then under my desk I have a set of drawers where I organise my smaller prints. They're all numbered so they're easy to find. It doesn't really look like I have that much because, well, I don't. Well, I have lots of different prints. Because I have a printer now, I can just print stuff off when they get ordered, so I try to just have like 2 or 3 of each print in my drawer at all times, and then I just stock that up as of and when they get ordered. And then this little stack at the front are just like misprints, or if there's a piece of paper that has like a mark on it, just prints that are slightly bad. And if someone does like a big order on my shop or is a repeat customer, I like to add in freebies with their order. So I just grab something from that pile, because obviously they are misprints, I can't sell them, so I don't mind giving them away as for free to people who have, you know, done big orders or are repeat customers. And then I have my washi tapes just organised in these little trays. I also have a big wardrobe in my art room, which you never really see, to be honest, because I always film the other side of the room, but that's filled with loads of packaging supplies, paper, ink, everything you need to keep a shop running, basically. Anyway, moving on. Hello, it's now Saturday. The shop update is tomorrow. I thought I'd fill you in with everything that I've been up to, as I've not really been filming much because I've been so stressed about getting everything done. So I'll fill you in now of all the steps. I've filmed bits, so you've seen the listings have been done. I was doing a bunch of organising yesterday. I spent way too long trying to, well, basically, I'm going to say something very boring right now. I was sorting out my SKUs, which I've never really used before. I feel like now I'm getting to the point where I have enough products where it's useful to use the SKUs. For those who don't know, SKUs are just a way to label your product with a code, so it's easy to find rather than trying to find the name. You just look for the code and then I have everything labelled with the codes. And I say code, it's a simple, I've just labelled them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know. It's not really much of a code, but say like if someone had like hundreds and hundreds of products, they would have like more, I don't know, advanced codes. I've only really done the SKUs for the prints actually, because I can keep track of the stickers, but the prints, because I have them stacked up and I have to like flick through like that. If that makes sense to anyone, like flick through the little tabs like that. It's easier if they're all numbered, so I can just easily go to a number instead of trying to find the name. Anyway, that's boring. SKUs, what a boring thing. You saw me doing originals, well, like getting them looking nice and ready to be sent off. I made a website, well, I made a page on my website. I will do a little screen recording of it now and pop it up. I think this was a really good way to do it actually. I feel like I don't utilise my website enough. Obviously I use it just for like a portfolio, and you know, a place where all my links are, but I feel like I should use it more. And this was a good way to use it, because originally I was just going to upload the pictures to like Patreon or Instagram, but then it's just a bit like, how do I organise it all and keep track of stuff? So the website's really helping for that. As you can see, some of them have already sold, which is good. The reason for that is because yesterday on Friday I did like an early release for my Patreon members, so they've had like first dibs, and then tomorrow when I do the shop update I will make it available to everyone. So I think as it currently stands, half of them are sold, so I think there's now 8 left. I was hoping to finish this video with my stickers arriving, and that would be the grand finale, if you can really call that a grand finale, looking at some stickers. But unfortunately they've been delayed, so they were supposed to be arriving yesterday, and I kept checking the tracking information, and it was saying it was going to arrive before 6 p.m, but then I was looking at where it was and it was in Dubai, and I'm thinking, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure those stickers aren't going to be here before 6 p.m. Anyway, I've looked today, they're now in the UK, but they're going to be delivered on Monday. Now the shop update's on Sunday, so I was thinking, should I put it back a day? But I don't feel like Monday's a good day to do a shop update. I feel like it's good to do it on the weekend, and I don't want to wait an extra week. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to put the stickers up on the shop, and there's only 4 new sticker designs, and one of them will be sold as a set, so there'll only be 3 new listings, and I'll pop it up on screen. What I've done is I've just kind of done a digital mock-up. Now obviously once the stickers arrive I will be adding on physical pictures of the stickers, but at the moment this is the best I can do. I just don't want to launch the shop update without the stickers, because there might be people who really want to get the stickers, but then I also don't want to put the shop update off an extra day. So I think this is the best of both worlds, because I can still have the listing in the shop, and then I'll just pack the orders on Monday once the stickers arrive, so it's only packing the orders a day later. I'm very nervous to actually launch it, because you know, we put a lot of work into it and spend a lot of money on it, and it's kind of scary, like, is it actually going to pay off? Will I make a profit? Will I make my money back? Are people even going to be interested in the new products? So it's always really like nerve-wracking to do a shop update, and this is like my biggest shop update yet. Like, I bought a lot of stuff, like the washi tape alone, like buying 200 washi tapes, that's like a lot of money. I never usually like spend so much money on a shop update, but you gotta spend money to make money, so I'm fingers crossed it goes well. I am scared but hopeful. The next video I make, I'll probably be doing an update about how the shop updates, an update about the update. I've been in a shop update video, probably packing orders, showing how it's gone. The link to my shop will be in the description if there's anything that you fancy, and even just like favouriting an item is a big help. I'll also put a link to the original collages as well if that's something you're interested in, but I don't know how long they'll be available for because they have been getting scooped up quite quickly. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe if you're not. Goodbye.